following video is an interview of my daughter as I asked her about her experiences in elementary school where she experienced some bullying and also some racism, some pretty interesting reactions to who she was, or who she is, I should say. So please enjoy this video, and I would like to hear your feedback or comments on some of the experiences that she went through from her perspective. Thank you. So let's talk about your experience in the Girl Scout in elementary school. Tell me what happened.
So the day before Girl Scouts, I had a friend named Annalise, and we were at the Halloween party at school.
What grade were you in?
I was in 2nd grade.
Okay.
And I was sitting with her at a desk with her father, and she said her father had a big stomach, and I just agreed with her just a little bit, saying, maybe. And he also has a bit of muscle too. And then that night, she must have told her mom.
Was her mom there that day?
Yes.
Okay, did her mom hear you?
No.
Where was her mom when you guys were having the discussion?
Her mom was on the other side of the room.
Okay. Were you guys loud?
No.
Okay.
And then I don't know what happened after that. The next thing I knew, I was kicked out of Girl Scouts.
Okay. So her mom didn't come and say anything to you?
No.
Okay. So I will tell my side of the story from that point on. So that was a Girl Scout story in 2nd grade. Now, what about in middle school? Somebody called you the N-word and Black B. What was that situation? What happened there?
This is actually in elementary school.
Oh, this was in elementary school. Okay.
In 5th grade.
In 5th grade.
I had a patrol meeting, and I wasn't allowed to play soccer after that. And this boy...
You weren't allowed to play soccer?
No.
How come?
Because the team's already picked and the game already started.
Okay, you were late. Okay.
And this boy named Sean just participated very little. He...
Was Sean brown-skinned or tan?
Tan.
Okay.
So the teams almost scored a goal, so Sean helped that team score a goal. And Sean realized it's not going to be fair if he didn't help the other team out try and block a goal. So he blocked a goal for the team that he scored on. And this boy named Brett, he didn't like that very much because Brett was about to score a goal, but then Sean blocked it. And then Brett tripped over Sean's foot, and he landed on his hands and knees, and then he sat down while he was tying...
Who landed on their hands and knees?
Brett.
Brett, okay.
And he sat down and started tying his shoe, and then he said, "Gee, Sean, you didn't have to do that. The game would have been fine if you hadn't effed it up." He said the F word and effed it up. Mm-hmm. Then I said, "That wasn't very nice." And he said...
You said that to who?
Brett.
That wasn't nice?
Then Brett said, "Well, it's true." And I said, "You need to stop saying those bad words." He said, "Who's going to make me?" And I said, "I will." Then he got up, he said, "You want to fight? We'll fight right now." And then I said...
Speak slower.
He said, "You want to fight?" And he said, "We'll fight right now." And then I started walking towards him, and he said he got scared. And so he started calling me the N-word and then the B-word. And then Christine and Sophia were just like, "Oh, come on, like, let's go." Just like trying to pull me away towards a different playground so we can go hang out somewhere else.
Okay, so then you got called to the office.
Yeah, Dalton and Nico told on Brett because he knew that it wasn't very nice, and I got...
Told who? The
principal.
Okay.
And I got called to the office, and we talked about it. And
what did the principal say to you?
The principal asked if I was offended by it, and at that point I didn't really know what those words meant. So when I explained it, I realized it wasn't very nice.
When she explained it.
When she explained
Mm-hmm.
it. And
So how did that make you feel, knowing what those words meant?
I thought that we couldn't be friends anymore.
Because Brett used to be your friend?
He was the first friend I had when I moved to that new school.
Okay. And he called you the N-word and the black bee. Okay. So were you friends later?
Yeah, later on he apologized and he asked if we could start over.
Okay. Did somebody make him apologize, or did he apologize on his own?
Well, he apologized on his own, surprisingly.
Okay. So in the office, they didn't ask him when you were talking to the principal didn't ask him to apologize?
No, he did it by himself.
In the office. Okay. That's good. So the other thing that you told me about was when somebody said they can't see you in the shadow because of something.
They can't see at
So
night.
what happened? What was the situation?
I was talking to a boy named Ryan and Caden on the bus, and we were just talking and having a fun time. Then all of a sudden, they started this racist conversation, and they said, hold up, hold up, hold up. Malika, we can't see you at night because you're as black as a shadow. And then I wasn't very happy with that, so I stopped talking to them for a while.
How long is a while? Is it minutes or hours or days?
A few days, till finally they forgot about it, but they didn't bring up the situation again.
Did you tell them that you were offended by it?
Usually, I didn't, in a different situation, I told them that was not very nice and you hurt my feelings, but then she said, are you gonna run home and cry and tell your mommy? And I haven't really said those stuff ever since.
What happened there?
At that point, a lot have happened to me about bullying there, and so I just usually let this boy named Calvin push me around sometimes.
You just allowed him to push you around when he wanted to push you around?
I tried to.
What grade were you in?
I was in 3rd and 4th grade.
Okay, so both 3rd and 4th grade, Kelvin was pushing you around. And what did you do about it?
It happened about a year when he was pushing me around, and so I finally had enough of it and I body slammed him into a wall.
Okay, how long? So he'd been doing it for about a year and you got tired of it?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you body slammed him into a wall, what did he do, or what happened after that?
He got kind of dizzy, and he said he didn't know that girls have this much power when they're upset, and he decided not to push me around anymore, and he said he didn't mean to offend me.
Okay. Like he didn't know that pushing you around was a bad thing? Okay. Okay. And how does that make you feel?
I don't like it, but then I don't see what was wrong in those days in the 80s, and I let them know that Africans do that now. People have, sometimes their afro's smaller than mine, and I don't see the problem with girls having an afro this big.
You like afro?
Yes.
Do your thing, Shine, do your thing. Okay, so is there anything you want to say about girls or kids who get bullied in school? Do you have any advice for them?
I think everyone is a different person, and you shouldn't base yourself on anyone else, and if someone is trying to bully you, just stand up for yourself and walk away or ignore them.
Okay. And what about when it comes to racism, when they're saying racist stuff about you? What's your advice to other kids?
Just know that your color is beautiful just how it is, and don't feed off of what the police or racism people are trying to say.
I love that, Shine. I'm going to learn a thing or two about that. That's great. Okay. I think that's the end of our interview. Thank you very much, Miss Sunshine.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
In science class, and he was talking about dating and stuff, and I said, you guys shouldn't even be dating, and he said, actually we can date whenever we want to. And I said, sure, but you should focus on your schoolwork at this age. Then he said, so, and I said, do you have a girlfriend? He said, yeah, I do. What about you? And I said, many people have tried, but I said no. And then he said, that, oh, you just don't have a boyfriend because you're too ugly to get one. And I said, actually, I am very beautiful. My face is nice. I'm usually kind to people who don't upset me. And I told him that I just focus on my schoolwork now. And that usually relationships go wrong at this age because people haven't fully emerged from when they were kids.
Mature. That's I see. Okay. And what did he say?
He just snorted and continued doing his work.